Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're presented by the Navy Federal Credit Union. Men's tennis in focus this week, and another star opportunity for Navy with Herrick Legaspi. And, Herrick, as a midshipman, as a student athlete at Navy, seeing fellow students in the star competition succeed, do their jobs as they see themselves, trying to do every year and securing this star competition. Just what does it mean to a Navy athlete to be able to just secure a star and share in that, putting that flag out there on the front of the yard at the Naval Academy?
Oh, that's definitely a great feeling. We played so many matches, especially like men's tennis over the course of the spring semester, and like nothing like the Army Navy match really mounts up to this. It's just a lot of pressure, and no, it's great to see like us come home with the win.
Preparation wise, how do you keep it to just tennis this week, focusing on your skills, whether it be, singles, obviously doubles with Nathan or Sasha, depending on how it lays out. But, how do you keep preparation basic and simple this week leading into Saturday?
Definitely comes down to practice. Our coach, he definitely like hones down on like our practice and just keeping it very simple and just working on the things that we need to work on just to make sure that we're ready for this week.
For you right now, what's working? I mean, let's go back to I would go all the way back to the Sadek match, but I'll go back to the Gorbatenko match. You dropped the first set there, but you come back and you win a tough 3-set match, and you've really taken off from there. What's working for you right now? What's the feeling like right now where you're in a really good rhythm, it seems like, playing the game?
Um, I think especially, when losing the first set, it's pretty tough mentally. But I think just staying the course and really trusting my shots and taking a deep breath, just keeping my mind just calm is really helpful.
I was going to say, same thing happened obviously with Stavrakis against Bucknell, but as a player, when the first set doesn't go your way like that, it's not a reset button, but what's the key to finding your rhythm within a match like that where, it doesn't necessarily, you might even hit some good shots. The other player may just hit some better shots in a situation like that. But what's the key to finding your rhythm within a match like that? And obviously being able to outlast the opponent.
Yeah, just yeah, especially when it gets tough. You just gotta stick with what you can control. And like when you're down a set like that, maybe you're like, since I was missing a lot in the first set, I try to keep my margins a little bit like bigger. Um, I was like in the first set, I was aiming for the lines too much, but once I started like just making balls, just putting the ball in play, it really opened up many opportunities from there.
I know there's a simplistic factor to the way you just described that, but at the same time, you're trying to hit, just like every tennis player, they're trying to hit the perfect shot every time. You're trying to hit the shot that your opponent, can't return. Within your game, what's the key? What's going right when you're playing your best tennis?
I think just allowing myself to work the point. I'm like basically a aggressive baseliner, so I just like to work the point just from the start, just moving my opponent around, and then just really trying to find any opportunities where I can just come in, like hit the winner or go for a clean volley.
You've had a chance to move up the roster, obviously, this year. You played a lot of 1 and 2. What's been the difference? What's been the biggest jump for you from last year to this year that's allowed you to move up on a very talented roster of tennis players?
I think definitely the experience. Coming in as a plebe, having to deal with all the other stuff going on in Bancroft and playing high level of tennis as well. It's really tough, but being a youngster now and with all the experience that I've gotten from last year, I really think that's really helped me a lot.
I was going to say, look, I mean, I think for spring athletes, the ones that are still going strong, particularly when you're a plebe at this time of the year, um, That's a rare find, as you just described. That grind for a plebe is really real, with all of the different things that are expected of you in the hall, and obviously as an athlete as well. If you're giving advice, to an athlete that's considering Navy, or even a plebe that would come to you in terms of trying to get through that first year, but try to thrive as well. What's the best advice you could give a player that's considering Navy, or obviously here already as a plebe, on how to handle that? Because that really is a unique situation.
Well, I think just definitely relying on your teammates or your like just company mates or friends in general is really, it's hard to keep that all inside. And I think just relieving the stress by talking to somebody or like relying on somebody else to help you go through that will really help you overall. And I think just being able to overcome that will just improve yourself.
Look, I mean, you guys are on a heck of a roll within the Patriot League and with Army. It's an incredibly, I would say, fantastic culture. It's a very talented roster. As you are part of that, what makes your culture and what makes your roster what it is, where Coach Garner has continually been able to find men that buy into what has been an impressive run of tennis here for Navy men's tennis?
I definitely have to thank everybody on the team. Like, despite what brings us all together is tennis, and despite we have like all different personalities and all different interests, we really like are very accepting of everybody, and that's just really. And our coach has also been like honing into us as well, just to be very accepting of everybody, and I think it's working out for us very well.
Singles and doubles are two completely different disciplines. What's worked for you and Nathan, particularly for a lot of this year? You guys have had a lot of great success together on the double side.
I think yeah, just going big, going hard, just trusting our game, honestly, is what's really been helping us a lot. Just even when we're down like a break or like in games, just trusting our shots. It's really helping us.
It looks like an incredibly fast-paced game in doubles in particular. In your mind, what's the most important skill to have to succeed in doubles?
I think just confidence. With the returns, it's really important to have like a very solid return. And if you're not really trusting your shots, it can really be a detriment to your guys' like points and stuff. Because the other team, they will take advantage of it. And you just have to be very confident in our game.
Sister and brother were college tennis players. They stayed out on the West Coast. What makes a guy come from the West Coast to the East Coast, be comfortable? Obviously, you're getting a world-class education and a chance to play at the D1 level. But why come to the East Coast? What's made you so comfortable doing that?
I think I just wanted to have a different challenge, wanted to try something different. Um, my brothers and my brother and my sister, they really want me to like succeed. And I think coming to the academy, and even if it's on the East Coast, it's really, yeah, it's really been helping me a lot.
When you got having a brother and sister to hit with, having those built-in hitting partners, how big of an advantage was that for all three of you? Obviously, having family members that love to play the game, and obviously you guys can go out and help each other.
Yeah, it's honestly like I wouldn't have gone to where I am today without my brother. My she's 16 years older than me, so I wasn't really able to hit with her that much. But with my brother, like we always practice all the time together, especially from a young age. It's like super helpful.
Herrick, appreciate the time. Best of luck to you and your teammates coming up this weekend as you all host Army for another opportunity to win a star. Appreciate the time today.
Thank you very much. Thanks.